14 things you shouldn't do at the gym. Number 14. Don't train through the pain. Even though this sounds obvious, you might be surprised as to how many people work out at the gym when they're feeling under the weather or hurt themselves. It's important to listen to what your body is telling you. If you sprained an ankle or threw out your back during your routine, immediately stop what you're doing, identify the pain, and treat it. Working out when you're in pain does more damage than good. This includes working out when you have a cold or have a fever. You might think hitting the gym might be a good remedy to help yourself feel better, but in fact, it might have the opposite effect. Working out can deplete the little energy you already have, plus you don't want to spread your cold or any germs on the exercise equipment either. Your best option is to stay at home and wait until you're feeling better to tackle any workouts.
There's nothing wrong with missing a day or two, especially since your body needs time to recover.
Number 13. Don't leave weights behind. Alright, let's get to the rules of re-racking. Most gyms might have signs visible near the free weights asking that when you're done to put the stuff back in their proper place. Of course, your mom taught you that, but just because there is an attendant present doesn't mean it's their job to put it away for you. Not only is this a safety hazard since someone can trip on the free weights, but this makes it twice as hard for others to find the same pounds of weights when exercising. The most popular weights seem to always be missing, or one might be on the rack while the other is across the room. It's downright frustrating. This same rule also goes for plates as well. Just like weights, it's important to put the plates back where you found it. This saves a lot of time and hassle for everyone in the gym. Number 12. Don't talk to someone during a set. There's nothing wrong with socializing with others at a gym. You might run into a coworker or an old friend from school that you haven't seen in ages, but this doesn't mean that it's okay to suddenly start chatting it up with them if they're in the middle of their set. Talking while lifting can be a big distraction. The same goes if they're sprinting on the treadmill. Most likely they're trying to concentrate or trying to focus on their form. Plus, if they have headphones in, then most likely they're trying to power through their workout and get in the zone. The best thing to do is try catching up with them after their workout at the juice bar or locker room. This gives you more time to talk to them after they're finished, and maybe you might have found yourself a new gym buddy too. Number 11. Don't use exercise equipment without cleaning it. This also includes stretching mats and exercise benches. In a gym, you can count on everyone sweating, and with everyone sharing the machines, there can be bacteria, fungi, and viruses lingering. If you have a scrape or cut that comes in contact with these germ-infested surfaces, you could get a severe infection. Between standing and prone exercises, we move our feet and bodies all throughout the mats, and at one point you've probably put your face near where your feet once were. Now, if you're borrowing mats provided by the gym, think about how many people have used those mats.
Pretty gross, right?
The good part is, most commercial gyms offer towels and some sanitizers, sprays, and wipes for your convenience to wipe down surfaces before using. Number 10. Don't leave the equipment sweaty. Nothing ruins an excellent workout quite like smelling the aroma of someone else's sweat. It would be awful to smell someone's lingering sweat, and chances are other people don't want to smell your sweat either. Plus, other people are also going to use that same equipment as well, and there's nothing worse than leaning back on a machine feeling a sweat puddle. It only takes 10 seconds to wipe everything down when you're finished with your workout. Just grab a paper towel and spray some sanitizer on the seating area and you're ready to go. Not only is this common courtesy, but others will appreciate you doing this too. Number 9. Don't invade others' space. Remember the concept of personal space. Chances are there will be people coming in and out and using the machines consistently, so it's important to give everyone their own exercise space. Exercising in general requires a ton of movement, so you can avoid those silly accidents by keeping the proper distance. By giving yourself a nice cushion of a few feet, you can save yourself the trouble of getting banged in the head with a dumbbell. Furthermore, if you're waiting in line to use a machine, be patient and don't groan or moan. In addition, if you spot someone doing a heavy lift like a deadlift, squat, or overhead sight, it's crucial to never walk in front of their line of view. Not only will this throw them off, but it's rude and distracting. Number 8. Don't drop weights.
This is a big part of gym etiquette.
You probably heard some people drop the weights on their last set and scream all wildly and strut their arms, thinking they're a big shot. Not only does this attract unnecessary attention, but others will think you're trying to show off and will just end up making you look like a jerk. If you drop the weights, you can also seriously injure yourself and those around you. Letting the weights down slowly requires more of a workout too, and that's why you're at the gym, right? The only exception to dropping the weights is when someone is lifting a lot of weight and they let it go due to exhaustion or injury. But for pure strength training, eccentric lowering movements should be avoided. Number 7. Don't linger on the equipment. For all you gym newbies, this one is for you, and it's especially important when it comes to machines. There are only so many machines available at the gym, meaning that you need to share. On busy days, there will be at least a few people waiting for their turn, and some might even ask you if you guys can alternate between sets. So have some common courtesy for those around you who are waiting to use the machines. Once you've finished your routine, cool down, head to the locker room, or grab a protein shake. Don't linger, or even worse, sit in the machines and text on your phone. Even though you might be waiting for your friend to finish up, find another place to sit down where people aren't waiting on you. Number 6. Don't talk loudly on your cell phone. Those who speak loudly on a cell phone probably don't even realize that they're doing it, and you may even be one of them. It's okay to pick up a phone call. Maybe it's an urgent phone call from work or an emergency call about a family member. But what's not okay is loudly chatting away on your phone through your whole workout. Not only is this a huge distraction to others, but it can throw off people's concentration. If you get a phone call during yoga or Zoom class, excuse yourself out so you don't interrupt the session. Remember that you're not the only one in the gym, so it's important to be mindful of others. Number 5. Don't show up late to aerobics class. Jumping from solo workouts to group aerobics may take some time to get used to. On your own time, you're free to come and go anytime you please, but when you enter a class space, the whole dynamic changes. It's crucial to come to class on time because showing up late disrupts the entire class and your instructor. Plus, you're missing out on warm-up exercises, and there might not be any space left for you if you show up late. Not only will everyone's eyes be on you when you show up late at the door, but it'll give the impression that you're not committed, especially if it's your first day. Remember that since there's a start time, there's also an end time, so this means staying until the class ends. You'll learn beneficial cool-down stretches, and it shows respect to the teacher and your fellow teammates. Number 4. Don't exercise in a heavily trafficked area. There will be those days when the gym is jam-packed with people, and there might not be a lot of room for you to work out, but areas like aisles, entrances, exits, and walkways are reserved for walking. You might have observed some people doing kettlebell swings, jumping rope, or conducting walking lunges in these spaces, but it's in fact extremely dangerous. Not only can you injure yourself, but others too. Especially if you smack someone in the face with a kettlebell, you might have a lawsuit on your hands. Reserve these areas for foot traffic only, and allow others to pass by safely. Number 3. Don't hang out in your workout clothes. Chances are if you had an excellent workout, you're more likely to be covered in sweat, so you'll need to get those gross sweaty clothes off before they dry up and emit an odor.
This is what locker rooms are for.
Yes, it may be embarrassing to change in front of dozens of people, and it can even bring back memories of being in high school PE. But honestly, people don't care and won't judge you. Changing out of your workout clothes is crucial for proper hygiene, and you'd be surprised as to how many people don't change out of their workout clothes at all. According to Men's Fitness, not changing from your workout clothes can result in acne, skin, and yeast infections. So change and shower and allow your skin to breathe. Number 2. Don't hit on girls. Yes, the gym might be a great place to meet new friends and other people to socialize with, but save the cheesy pickup lines and annoying catcalls for the bar or a blind date. Doing so can have you labeled as a creep, and people come to the gym to work out, not to get hit on. Be courteous and don't harass someone who doesn't want attention. You could also end up earning a bad reputation at the gym, and words spread quickly. Don't make wide-eyed stares either. This leaves most people feeling uncomfortable, and it could lead to a lot of awkwardness. Even if you pretend to give a girl some advice in hopes that she'll give you a shot, chances are she'll see right through you. So keep your romantic advances for your post-gym hours instead. Number 1. Don't give someone unsolicited advice. Giving unsolicited advice is awkward in any situation, and generally not a good idea. Even if you think that person is doing something wrong, it is best to just keep your thoughts and opinions to yourself. First off, people usually hate being advised because it can feel like they're being attacked and they won't listen. Also, you might be wrong in the advice you give them as well. We all have different body types and workouts, so what might work for you might not necessarily work out for them. Advice should only be given if you're friends with that person or if they ask for your input. Now, unless you're a trainer, fitness coach, or work at the facility, then it might be okay. But otherwise, it's best to leave it up to the gym instructors.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.